Welcome, welcome. Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? Good to see you guys. Put down a good chat. Where you coming from? What's your big why? Why are you here? Where are you from? I want to see and hear from everybody. This is real Dr. Chow. This is not Dr. Chow AI, by the way. I'm a real human being, and I'm right here talking to you live. So awesome to connect with you. Everybody here is a VIP tonight. Okay, very very grateful to have you guys here. I don't take it lightly at all that you take your time out of your life. I will do everything in my power to make it worth your while. All right, and please turn on your camera, participate. I see you guys, and I want to hear from you guys. Where are you from? Trisha in Phoenix, well, from Florida. Okay, cool. Joe, no sound. You hear me okay? Hopefully you hear me okay, right? Put down a good chat. You hear me okay? All right, Georgia from Alaska, Latonia from Los Angeles. Fantastic. All right. All right, fantastic. Dean, where you guys at? Mike, Lisa, good to see you. All right, Erica. All right. Loretta, thank you for turning on your camera. Please participate as much as you can. The more you participate, the more I can help you, right? And my team too, blow up. Let's help everybody here get financial freedom. What's your big why for being here? What is your big why, guys? Put down in the chat. What is your big why? All right. So all right, South Tennessee, everybody, San Antonio, Texas, Georgia Network, Financial Freedom, awesome. Info, more money, okay. Want to be specific, okay? How much more, right? Is it six figures in 6 months? That's a pretty good number to look at, for example, right? So, what is it for you? How much is it will you take for you to get financial freedom? Okay, for some people it's 10,000, for some people it's 30, 40,000 a month. Okay, I want to know what that number for you. Imagine as if you're making that number every single month. What if you can turn your yearly income to your monthly income? How you feel? Okay, that is some idea we're going to talk about today. What if you can, earn your full-time job income in 4 hour work week instead of 40-hour work week, a tenth of the time, right? I'm here to tell you it's possible. I am living proof of that. Immigrant boy from Vietnam, sleep on a mattress, mom, dad, without any English, no English, no connection. And I'm here with you, amazing people. We help hundreds of people just like you to get absolute financial freedom as well. I'm not talking about money freedom. I'm talking about time freedom. Talking about relationship freedom. You can say no to anybody you don't want to talk to, and then location freedom. We just got back from 3 month vacation in Costa Rica. So the way that we travel, me and my wife, is we book a one-way ticket to a country, and however long we like it, that's how long we're gonna stay. So I challenge you to make it your goal as well. So originally it was just about 2 weeks. All right, we're gonna thought Costa Rica is cool. There for 2 weeks, been there for 3 months, and then we just got back to the U.S. and live our life on the beach right now, overlooking Malibu Beach. It's amazing. Okay, what is it for you, right? And then just last year we went to the Paris for the Olympics, which only happened once every 100 years, and we literally saw the Eiffel Tower with the grand opening Olympics fireworks. Me and my wife had a beautiful resort overlooking the Eiffel Tower, and it was an incredible experience. And then we decided last minute to go to Santorini, Greece. And if you guys haven't been there, that is definitely like majestical. It's like some you see in the Lord of the Rings or House of Dragon movies, right? But anyway, what is it for you? Okay, Lisa, let's make 125K a month. Perfect. There you go. Think big. Why not, right? To supplement entire income with travel, I mean 20K a month. Fantastic. I'm going to show you how to have absolute freedom like this within the next 3 to 6 months. We have hundreds of people who have done it. Who would here want to be one of those people? Okay, one of those family, right? Because my mission is no longer about myself. My mission is to help 1 million families get financial freedom. And I'm talking about financial freedom, breaking the generational curses and build generational wealth. I'm not talking about just one person, but the whole family. Does that make sense? The family. So, okay, so my promise to you today is to do everything in my power to make it worth your while. All right. All I ask for you in return is your undivided attention for the next hour. Can you agree to that? If this next hour can change your life, what will you do in the next hour? Will you pay attention or will you snooze off? Okay. All right. I promise you that this, if you really get this, will change your life, like change mine. And I have changed so many people's lives as well. And I'm very humbled to be here. The more you stay, the more I'm going to give you, the more participation you're going to give me, the more I can give you, right? The longer you stay, it's going to get better and better. And I will give you more and more secrets toward the end, because I want to reward the people who will stay, who will show up for their own dream and their goals. Like, that is the number one thing, is showing up. Keep showing up. That is the difference between winners and losers. The difference between champion and people who want to be is they just keep on showing up, right? So how I went from a trapped corporate slave to have absolute freedom with corporate housing, insurance housing, without owning any properties that you don't have to. I do have some property, but you don't have to own it. Have any employees or any real estate experience. You don't need any of that, okay? All I need from you is, one, being coachable. Write that down. I am coachable. Number two is being decisive and committed in your dreams, your goals. That is all we need. Positive mental attitude as well, and a giving attitude. That is those are our core values that have helped us to grow to become the number one coaching company for the corporate housing industry. I am very proud to even ChatGPT confirm it. You put in there who's the number one or leading corporate housing coach in America is me. So, and I made history by sharing this during the pandemic, where everybody was doing, we're flopping with the vacation rental. I was like, there's a better way. It's called corporate housing, insurance housing. And since then, we have made history. All right, I do everything in my power to make it worth your while. Stay to the end. I'll give you the blueprint on how you can also have this lifestyle as well, okay? I invested over $1 million into myself over the past 20 years as entrepreneurship. And I had discovered the one vehicle to have absolute financial freedom, okay? And I will share that with you today. So I learned from the right people. I refuse to give up. For example, I learned from Tony Robbins, one of my mentors. How many here want to jump in his he has a hot spring and a cold lunch in his backyard in one of his mansion? I jumped there, it was amazing. Or play poker with Grant Cardone, actually won. And then I tell you what I do with that money. I won $12,000 doing that with him for fun with his family. What would you do when you win $12,000 against Grant Cardone on his own yacht? I was scared. It's like, what am I gonna do? This guy gonna be like mad. He was mad at me because I won. But anyway, put out in chat what will you do, and at the end of the call, I will show you what is the pro gonna do with that money that they won. Or play chess with Sir Richard Branson on his own island, right? That was an incredible experience. We played several games of chess, and the guy's worth $5 billion, right? I mean, I want to share with you what I learned from all my billionaires mentor, 20 years experience, my MBA, PharmD, all that stuff, compressed down into this hour. So don't take it lightly what I'm sharing with you. Blood, sweat, and tears, over $1 million invested in both my formal education and my informal education, flew all over the world to share with you my knowledge and understanding today, okay? It's not just about me though, it's about what's possible for the community that we have built. For example, these two of my students, they met within my community, they get started, and they had 2 properties making more than what they make in their full-time job. As you can see here, right? Boom, just like that. And this is pretty much passive income. Or you want insurance clients. Who in here want to have insurance clients that will pay you in advance? 3 months stay, pay you upfront, right? And how many in here are moms and fathers? Happy Mother's Day, happy Father's Day out there. My heart go out to you guys, because I don't know how you guys do it, but these are the prime example. For example, these 2 are moms, working mom, full-time job, many kids, and like Ann here, within a month did 4 property, make 6-figure income, and then Amanda as well, within a few months did make 20-30K a month and retire, travel around the world, take care of their family. As a matter of fact, they begin to have more kids now because of that. So praise the Lord, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So the most important thing is, when you look at any coaching company, any program, is who are the products of the product, who are the success stories. All of these, that all my coaches and advisors are graduates from my mentorship. Like we have Uriah, a truck driver who came to us frustrated and burned out, working 50 hours a week on the road, never see his family. Within a few months, we replaced his income. Within a year, he make more than doctors make. The most important part is he's not working 40, 50 hours a week in the OR, in the hospital. He actually works just a few hours a week and travel around the world. That's freedom, right? And then Anne able to take time to spend time with her kids and her son. That's what important for us. My goal is to show you how to make six figure beyond Airbnb that nobody else is teaching, right? I'm the one like the Michael Jordan, the OG that actually taught this in the beginning that went viral on social media and pointed out. Anyway, a little bit about my story. I immigrant from Vietnam, came over here, slept in one tiny bedroom. My mom, my dad, my sister, and I share one mattress in the ghetto in the South, right? Without any English, without any connections, but I determined to achieve the American dream. I thought the American dream is what? How many been told the American dream is become a doctor, lawyer, right? Get good grade and all of that. And that's exactly what I did. So long story short, I did everything, we sacrificed everything for a very long time. I didn't graduate be a pharmacist until I was like 30. So you can see how long that took, you know, eating ramen noodle, dollar menu, $5 Walmart chicken, you know, sleeping on the basement of freezing cold Utah to go get my doctorate and MBA. Finally graduated, finally got a white coat, and I thought I made it. Within 1 year, I climbed the corporate ladder to the top. I won actually the Pharmacy of the Year award. And I thought I made it. I'm like, Mom, Dad, I can retire you now. Don't worry about a thing. Next thing I know, I was trapped, right? I tried all kind of businesses. My mom at the time was diagnosed with cancer too. God bless her. I tried everything. Drop shipping. How many tried drop shipping, right? MLM, day trading, all of these stuff. You know, drop shipping and MLM, they're all like jobs. They just go out and try to find some clients and that will pay you like 20 bucks. I mean, how many clients do you need to actually make 10K a month? You know, at like a 5%, 10% profit margin. You need like thousands of clients, okay? I don't want another job, right? How many in here did I do day trading? I thought that was cool, make a ton of money, lose a ton of money overnight, many times. I don't want to do any of that. That's like gambling. It's like going against a whole team, a professional, trying to day trading yourself. It's like, of course, I mean, no one person can beat 100 people professionally doing this full time, okay? So don't do that to yourself, okay? Opening a franchise, opening a restaurant, I did that too. Cost me $400,000, okay, 2 years to build it. And I found out I got a job after that make 50K a year. I was like, this is stupid. You know, that was like one of the stupidest thing I ever done, okay? Because traditional business, I see Georgia smiling right now. I hope it's from me. But anyway, franchise restaurant overhead is ridiculous. Any traditional business is ridiculous, guys. Overhead is ridiculous. And as you know, inflation doesn't help, right? Everything's going up. Prices, everything is double. And labor is double. So how are you going to make money? Okay. Answer: real estate. Why? Because inflation actually help you when you're a landlord. I love inflation. I can raise my rent, right? No, I love the people. The people that can actually afford is the corporate clients, is the insurance clients that are willing to pay double the market rent anyway, because we're actually saving them a lot of money from renting 4 hotels instead of 1 home. But we get to that, okay? Be into multifamily. How many into big deal? I know Lisa here, right? Do big gigantic deals, right? A lot of people. I was investing in a lot of big deals too. Grant Cardone deals. All these people deals. It's great, but the thing is, you only make 5% of your money. There's no cash flow, and then you put money into somebody else's fund that you have no control over, right? I mean, I put money into a bunch of people's funds, and I can't get it out now. And I have to wait for them to do whatever they want to do with it. I have no control of my money. And I'm only making like 100K. I make like 400 bucks a month. With 100K in this business, you can make 20,000 a month. Who here want 20,000 a month instead of 500 bucks a month? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so and then syndication, doing big deals sounds like amazing. I did that too. I flew all over, pay a bunch of money, learn from a bunch of gurus. What I found out is commercial real estate is not easy. It's the hardest thing ever, okay? And especially with the way things going on right now, everything's super slow, and people like hold on to their money. They don't want to invest. And then if you want to move something, you have like 10 different partners, and then everybody have different opinion. So it's super hard to syndicate a big deal. You guys get it? Okay? So this, you're in full control of your money. You're in full control of your destiny, and your money go 10 times faster, longer. Okay, there you go. Being a realtor, traditional real estate. I'm here a realtor, mortgage broker, all those things, right? I done it all. Okay, I know very close people have done it all. The good thing about that is you in the real estate game. Good. You make money. Good. Okay. I'll continue doing that. But how would you like to make passive income? Don't quit it. If you're a realtor, great. I'm going to show you today how you can make money passively so that way you don't have to go to every night and weekend. I was working every night and weekend. If a client called me, I had to jump. And that's what I call relationship suicide. Okay. But it's not relationship freedom. Okay. What I share with you is once I have scaled to 20 something, corporate housing, and imagining you having 20 something houses making you money in your sleep, that's real freedom. You guys get me? You guys get me? That's real freedom. But I'm going to show you how to do both. You can still be a realtor, make your money on the front end and on the back end. You can be a mortgage broker, still make your money on the front end and the back end, recurring income. Anyway, I was frustrated, burned out, trapped because I tried like everything that you have found. Trust me, I was an entrepreneur when I was 10 years old trying to make it since I came to America. It's been a long time, okay? I might look 20, but I'm a lot older. Anyway, I was prior to this, I was lost, miserable, and at rock bottom, right? Working 60 plus hour a week trying to hustle on the side as well. How many hustler? You understand? Okay? But that's when I met somebody that gave me an epiphany that I'll forever change my life. Is what if I don't have to own the property and I can still make money from it? Light bulb came up because all this time I was saving up money to buy a house, taking me like 3 to 5 years, and I was cash flowing a few $100 a month. And I was doing the math. I was like, I needed 10K a month back then, which is about 30 houses. And if it take me 3 to 5 years to get one, how long does it take for me to get 30 houses? 100 years? I don't want to wait 100 years. But when you can leverage, write this down, OPP, other people property, not just other people money. Everybody talk about that. It's other people property. The sky is the limit, right? Here's the crazy thing. Does Airbnb even own any properties? No, right? Airbnb don't even own any property, and yet they make more than all the Hilton, Hyatt, all the biggest name combined. Why? Because they understand leveraging other people's property, and they got there within 10 years, and the Hilton got to where they are in 100 years, and they still haven't even catch up. Isn't that crazy, right? So that is the epiphany, is you can leverage other people's property and scale to freedom, because you see the old model is broken. It's changing your time for money directly. 1 hour, your life go X amount of dollar. I don't care if you're a doctor, lawyer. I know a lot of them, they have good money, but they have no life. Okay, you don't want that, right? Salary is even worse because they own your time. My wife used to be a nurse for 15 years. She climbed the corporate ladder to the top, managed 1,000 employees, regional director. She had 2 phones, 24/7 calls. They own you, okay? And I was like, I'm going to retire you, babe. So that's what I'm talking about, okay? And then they told us to put money into a safe place, 401k. How many been told that, right? IRA and all that. All that is great. Keep doing what you're doing. However, remember, your money is losing value quickly. And if you keep it there, and 50 years from now, you may be able to touch it. I mean, come on, I want to enjoy my life now, not 50 years from now, okay? Right? I mean, it doesn't make any sense for me. It never did, okay? I don't want to travel the world when I'm 70. I don't know even if I can, okay? I hope I can, okay? I want to travel the world now. How many got me, okay? What if you can do it? Why not you? Why not now? If all these people behind me here are multi-billionaires, I'm talking with the B, billionaires, why can't you make $1 million a year and travel the world passively? Work 4 hours a week, why not? Okay? I guarantee you, all these guys here, they don't work 40 hours a week if they don't have to. They want to work 40, 50 hours a week, but they don't have to, okay? Why? Because they all have an equitable, scalable business model where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You earn money while you sleep. Take a screenshot of this, share this. This is the new model. And then you reinvest into your business for years to come, and you have multiple streams of income. What's the holy grail to financial freedom, guys? Put it down in the chat. What's the holy grail to financial freedom? Is it your job? Is it your house? Is it your company? Is it your spouse? No, I'm kidding. Okay, maybe you marry a billionaire, and that's your financial freedom. I'm kidding. But financial freedom, I love for all these billionaires is they all have multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. That is how people become kings in the past. That's how we become lord, and they just stress free because they have a bunch of houses making them money, right? The challenge with real estate is no, I mean, anybody have money to buy like 10 houses pay off? You know, if you do, you know, I'm talking about like nice houses that you can make, you know, $1 million a house. You can buy 10 of them right now and pay it off, and you're done. If you do, then you don't have to be here, okay? But if you don't, this is how you get there within months. You get it? Because you can just leverage other people's properties. Got it? So the hallway is on your own. I was confused. I was picking the right location. I lost thousands of hours, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars actually. I had to close down more than 10 of these housing, but I can save you from these nightmares. That's the good news. Because I had no mentor, no support group, no help with all the little stuff that come up, right? But even with that, once I figured out I scaled very quickly to a month, within a year, I had 20 something corporate housing, and the rest history. Why is this different? Because I know there's a lot of Airbnb coaching companies out there. A lot of coaches call themselves coach. They've been in the game for a couple of years and have like 2 properties. Okay, why is this different? Because we do corporate housing and insurance housing. Clients will stay for months instead of days. Okay, we make 2 times the market rent while minimizing management. And 10 times less management equals 10 times more freedom. Why is it 10 times more freedom? Because the stay is, instead of 3 to 6 nights. How many are frustrated but now? I had 20 something vacation rental before. If you just have a couple of vacation rental, put down in the chat, you're feeling it, right? Because every 3 to 6 days, you got to check out. Imagine doing that when you have 20 something of them. Oh my God, it was like burnout, big time. And then I asked myself one important question. Who is your ideal client? Write that down. Who is your ideal client? Is your ideal client a mom and pop that could lose their income, they're not gonna go vacation, you know, or remember COVID? If you're building your vacation rental business, you're building your castle on sand, guys. Remember COVID, 9/11, what happened? Boom, business gone overnight. The $1 billion company that does vacation rental went bankrupt overnight. My company survived and thrived, not because I'm great, because I asked myself the important question, who are my ideal clients? It is the companies, not the individual. The company, insurance company, they have the resources. Once they sign, they lock in for 3 months, 6 months. I even had one company just sign for a year-long contract, paying double the market rent, $5,000-$6,000 a month instead of just $2,000-$3,000 a month. Okay, and they have multiple deals going on for me, and they repeat customer. That's what I'm talking about, right? So you can sleep free for freaking, you know, a whole year. Don't have to worry about it, right? But usually 3 to 6 months, that's still a lot better than 3 to 6 days. The stay is about 30 times longer, so therefore your workload is 30 times less. And you don't have to worry about they're not paying you because they have a lot of resources, right? They're not gonna go and not pay rent. They're a big company worth tens of millions, hundreds of millions. Insurance company worth over $1 billion. You see? So a lot less risk, a lot less headaches. Make sense? And then you escape a lot of regulations and tax exempt. Because if you're in this game, the vacation rental game, you know, regulations always get harder every single year, right? Taxes always get more and more because the hotels and the government, hey, they gotta make their money too. I understand, respect, you know. But here's the thing: if they give out tax exempt, if your stays is longer than 30 days, why not take advantage of that, right? So that's why we build this community for a reason. Disclaimer, we're not financial legal advisor. It's not legal counsel, all of that. Do your research, you know. This is from doing this for a long time, coaching a lot of hundreds of people, and from real life experience, okay? So why is the short term and midterm different? Midterm, clients stay for months instead of days. Short term, they're a vacationer, okay? Trash the place, nightmares, all this thing you hear about Airbnb online is true. I experience all with drug, alcohol. They have a good time. I don't want to blame them, right? However, I want to host a professional that's going to go to work. They're going to go home and sleep. They're not going to do anything stupid because they don't want to lose their job, right? It's a necessity, not a want. Vacation is a want. It's a luxury. If something happened, that's the first thing people cut is their vacation, right? But they're going to still have to show up for work, you see? And then insurance housing, if family go through a disaster, flood, hurricane, renovation, the families need a place to stay. So it's a necessity, and insurance is paying for it. If you have a family, you want to stay in a hotel with your 2 kids and 2 dogs? Or you, trust me, you don't want to do that for months, okay? You want a home, right? That's why there's a market for this. Makes sense? And then, you know, I was like, when I was doing short-term rental, every few days I have check in and out. It's driving me nuts. So much management. With midterm, every few months you have a cleaning. Every few months you have a client. It's much better, guys. Much, much better. What's the difference between owning versus renting? Why do we rent instead of own? And I thought about it too. I was like, if you own it, you can pay and build equity and all of that. That's great, but it takes forever to build a portfolio, right? Because it takes a lot of money for you to buy the down payment. It takes a lot of money to do the rehab. It takes a lot of money to wait a year for it to be ready, and then you rent it out, right? For one home that you buy, you can do 10 arbitrage, 10 sublease, right? How many here want to make money from 10 houses instead of one? I mean, it's not a trick question, guys. How many here want to make money from 10 houses this year in the next 3 months, 6 months, instead of waiting 30 years to accumulate, save up the money, buy the houses, rehabbing it, all of that? It take about 20, 30 years to do that, right? I mean, hello. That's why this is like the best opportunity in the world. I have never seen any other opportunity better than this. And I trust me, if it's out there, I try it. Trust me. I got my MBA. I be in rooms with billionaires. I look at hundreds of different models. Okay, this is the most secure way. Of course, there's some get rich quick scheme like crypto or day trading, stock, or multi-level marketing and all of that. But hey, it's not gonna last. Real estate lasts forever, guys. Okay, and this has been around forever. Obviously, that's why we're all here. So you're in the right place, right time, right community. Let's make it happen. Why do we rent? It's a lot less upfront capital, okay? And it's more flexible. And why would you want to do all that rehab work? Who here want to deal with construction rehab? I don't want to deal with all that. It's a freaking mess. 100% of the time guarantee is will take longer than you expected. It will cost you more, and then you probably pull your hair out. Okay. If you don't believe me, just ask people who've been doing fix and flip. Drop down in the chat. All right, what's the financial freedom formula? That's it. This is what they should have taught me in college. Okay. What is freedom? How do you have freedom? Cash flow, not cash. Cash flow. Cash flow equal freedom. Write that down. Question: if you have 10 properties right now making you 20, 30K a month, passive, travel around the world, do you care who's, I sound like, elected to become the next president? Not really, okay? Do you care what's going on down the street? Not really. If you don't like it, fly to another country. It's okay. You see? It's all about cash flow. And you can get there in 6 months. How? Month one, do one property, make 2K a month passive. If you're in higher like LA, New York, bigger city, you make 3 or 4K a month. Month two, you do 2 more, now you're at 6K. Month three, you do 2 more, now you're at 10K a month. In 3 months, you make 10K a month. You know how long it took me to make 10K a month? 8 years of my life. Become a doctor, pharmacist, all of that, okay? Forever. You can do this in 3 months. I have students who do this in 1 month if you want to go that fast, okay? But anyway, it's a good pace. Every month you do about 2 property. By month 6, you should have 12 property, making you about 20-something K a month. There you go. That's 264K a year passive income. Pretty much work 4-hour work week. I mean, it's not completely passive. Nothing really completely passive, okay? It's gonna take you about a few hours a week. But how many here wouldn't mind working a few hours a week, making 6-figure income? There you go. In 10 years, that's $2.6 million, and you roll into your business, okay? So why we are different? Because we understand other ways to make income outside of Airbnb, outside of VRBO. Okay, there's a lot more to it than just Airbnb, okay? So there's the fast method, the 4th step: find the right location, ask to sublease, S set up to stand out, and then T to tap into the corporate clients. So find the right location. You don't know where it's at, and we're gonna go over that. Ask to sublease, we're gonna go over that today. These are our partners, our students nationwide, We have hundreds of students nationwide. That is a big key for us because you leverage our track record. I'm going to go over that as well. If you don't have a track record, the number one way to leverage other people's track record is us right here. That's how you get there fast, okay? Set up to stand out and tap into corporate clients. What's the formula for corporate housing? First month rent, first month deposit. You can buy the furniture or rent the furniture. You want to charge the corporate client 2 times the rent, plus or minus utilities. You earn about 2K, 3K a month. You want 10K a month, do 5 properties. You do 5 property. I have students that 5 property within the first month retire on the beach and he's done. Or you can drag it out, do 1 property a month. Within 5 months, you get there, right? Pretty simple. Mimic model people's success. My one mission is to help other people get financial freedom. 1 million families to break their generational curse and build generational wealth. That's my mission. You want to be one of them, and I'm here for you, okay? First phase, second phase, and third phase. First phase, the market analysis, you go to entire location. What's a good deal versus a bad deal? Second phase is how do you ask other people to sublease their property, leverage other people's property. Third phase is how you get the corporate clients. If all this did is to give you the freedom lifestyle, would it be worth it? Of course, right? For me, absolutely. I mean, doctor, lawyer take 10 years to get there. And they don't even have the lifestyle that we have, right? I mean, they don't. They're making good money, but they live in the hospital or they live in the office. I don't want that, right? I want to live and play. The world's my playground. That's what I want, right? Is that what you want? We can get you there, okay? If all this did to give you the skill set to earn 6-figure income within 6 months, would it be worth it? Guys, we go to college 4 to 8 years to do what? Learn a skill set to making more money. But the thing is, college only teach you to get a job that earn you a living, but it wouldn't get you freedom. Wouldn't get you financial freedom. Wouldn't get you a fortune most of the time, right? So why not spend 6 months, invest 6 months, and that's it. You don't have to invest 6 years to do this. In 3 or 6 months, that's all it takes, okay? And this money is almost pretty much passive instead of active trading your time for money, right? So I retired my parents young. If all this did to give you time to spend with your loved one, have really live life on passion, purpose, would be worth it, okay? Retired my grandma too. God bless her, passed away in COVID. All the grandmas, I love them. My wife as well, right? And now we travel the world. That's why I'm doing this, right? So here's the thing. You can forget about everything I said and trying to invest this money that you save. Did you know you need $2.5 million to make 10K a month, to make 6-figure invested, okay? At your current saving rate, you don't have to answer me this, answer yourself. How long will it take for you to save $2.5 million? For me, it was like never, even at doctor level, okay? So there's a much better way. Just do this part-time, a few hours a week, get your freedom, rest history. Why not, right? The world is changing, guys. You can either change with it or get left behind, okay? This is a once in a lifetime, if not 1,000 years lifetime. Because before all of this exists with the internet and everything, it's the old way, okay? This is a new way, all right? And now with AI, it's definitely on steroid. So it's definitely possible for you. You get it? Hopefully. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time, said that. It's an investment. The more you invest in yourself, the more you learn, the more you earn, okay? Somebody asked him what's the best investment he ever made. It was his first class that he ever took about communication, mindset, all of that. Incredible. From Warren Buffett. It wasn't a stock, it wasn't a company, it was a class that he took in the beginning. Incredible, right? Mistake you will make when you live here is not knowing the market, not knowing what's a good deal, bad deal, going at it alone like I did, not leveraging mentor or their lessons, a lack of motivation, a lack of accountability. How many here ever don't feel like motivated, right? Or think you know it all? I done it all, guys. I done all of this. Or trying to just like plow through things and grinding it out and hard work. Hey, if hard work can get you where you want to go, look at all the people who are digging ditches, working 80 hours a week and still miserable. No, guys, you want to work smart, not just working hard. And you understand how to leverage other people's track record, other people's properties, other people, our community, the collective intelligence of hundreds of members, not just me, right? Because even Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, they can't win if they play by themselves against a whole team of professional basketball. That's only one man to five guys or six guys, whatever, right? I don't even know by them, but I know for a fact they're not going to win, right? So why do you think people fail in entrepreneurship? Because they think it's a one man, one woman show. It's not, okay? It's usually take a village. Why not leverage our village, okay, to do anything great? All right, so I've actually checked out some testimonial here. And while this testimonial play, my only offer for you today to help you to book the call with us, okay? I'm giving 5 slots, 1 hour, one-on-one to the first 5 lucky winners. For my followers, thank you for following me all this time, okay? The link is in the chat if you want that offer. Only take it if you are serious, because I don't want to waste my time either, guys. I'd rather spend with my smoking hot wife, take care of her. And actually, she was just, went through some, we have some major family things, but I'm here with you to help you, to take care of you, right? So that's why I'm here. So now, if you don't qualify for that, or if the spots in book is booked, right? We still have some advisor that will give you about 20 to 30 minutes of their time. So everybody will be served, okay? I wanna make sure you know that. Now, but if you really want that 1 hour consult with me, you can really change your life, worth about, at least for me anyway, it's priceless. If somebody been there, done that, willing to teach me for an hour, sign me up. And it's free, I mean, hello, So again, I'm only doing this for the first 5 people. Spots are very limited, and you might have to book out next week or something. But why not? If it's worth it for you, and then make the move. The link's in the chat. If you watch online, the link is in my profile bio as well. And again, not everybody can qualify for that, but if you do, I'd love to talk with you. And if you don't, I still have my team to help you as well. So check this out.
I'm officially leaving my pharmacist career, the job, next month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I have other business endeavor as well. So in addition to that, I'm gonna focus on that and then the corporate housing.
That is awesome. How much are you making now?
About on average $20,000. Last month was my biggest month. Of course, I grossed $50,000.
Wow.
30%.
How long did it take you to get there?
9 months now.
How long did it take you to be a pharmacist?
Forever.
I actually got 2 appointments on Tuesday for 2 houses.
Nice.
And I've made a personal goal to at least get 8 houses before the end of the year. Yeah. And I'm going to do everything I can to beat that number.
That's $20K a month, baby. Let's go.
Started 5 months ago, and since then, an average of 1 every month. I'm at 6 right now. Just talked to another landlord last night. Looks like we'll probably sign number 7 here next week. It's exciting.
All right. How much are we making with this?
About 12,000 a month.
12,000 a month. Yeah. So peaceful, man. Look at this guy. He's he's glowing. He got money all over his face, man.
I've been doing about 1 a month, but I think in the next 12 months, I want to do 20 in the next 12 months.
10X.
I'm a realtor in San Antonio. Life before was good, but life now is great. I started in mid-May or something like that. Got my property in June. Took about 2 weeks, furnished it, launched it. Less than 24 hours after that, I got a booking, and I've been 100% booked ever since.
Let's go. And how much profit are you making on that property per month?
I net about $3K a month from that property.
Yeah, you're not really doing much of anything, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. The network you provide, man. The tools you provide, people we're around. You teach us so much knowledge, man.
I met Dr. Chau at one of the Tony Robbins events, and he told me about this business, so I decided to take action right away. My wife really loved this idea. It took me about a couple weeks. I got the place fixed up. It looked good. The first house, I averaged about $7,000 profit.
A month, by the way.
A month. I really like the program. Everything is good. I'm working on my second property. It's just that because I've been doing it for 3 months. So if I would have had 3 houses, I probably would have had another $50K or something in my pocket. It's good money, easy money. You'll be in some beach somewhere and just getting paid. So that's cool.
I am a student with Dr. Chau's mentorship. We finally got our rentals, our arbitrage, so everything's going good. We got our bookings. And yesterday we joined the elite. Honestly, with this, we get to know everything Dr. Chau knows. We get to be personal friends with him. It's so much like education because the value, it's way more than what he says. And in my opinion, it's the greatest thing that he's gonna do for everyone in this room. Thank you, Dr. Chau.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Let's go. Awesome. You like that? I love it. If a single mom, a truck driver, and a 15 years old can do this, I'm pretty sure you can do it as well. Okay. That's the moral of that story. Okay. Any questions? We're gonna pop in some questions here, and then I'm gonna go over the main topic after I lay the foundation. Now is how do you get landlord to sublease? Right? How to get landlord to give you their multi-million-dollar property and begging you to do so. Okay. So I'm going to go over the strategy, the script, everything for you right after this. So right now, any questions? I'm going to check out real quick here. Fantastic. Okay. Let's see any questions. Sign me up. All right. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, book a link in the call. All right. My team, if there's any questions I missed, please let me know. All right. Put that in chat. Any states you would suggest we stay out of? Okay, so that's in the location section. So location wise, you want to be in a medium-sized city to a big-sized city. Okay, I wouldn't go to the boonies. Okay, that's the biggest thing with corporate housing. All right, you can definitely do it in California. It's fantastic, right? Any big city people moving into, fantastic, right? And we're gonna go over some of that as well. So with the location, we have another class for that, but real quick is the 3 H's, right? Highways, hospitals, and hotels. Write that down. So I promise you guys, for you guys stay longer, I'm gonna give you guys more secrets. The 3 H secrets: highways, hospitals, and hotels. Why? Because when two highway intersect, what you got? You got attention. What's that mean? You got attention flow, money flow, right? When two highway intersect, that's where the big money is at. You want to be close to that. And when two highway intersect, you see there's always hospital and hotel congregate in one of those 4 pieces of pie. You want to be on the right side of the track. Remember that. You want to be on the right side of the track, okay? So when hospitals and hotels drop 100 million to $1 billion, don't you think they have done their research? Of course, right? Of course they've done the research. You see? That's what. You got it? Yeah, St. Louis, absolutely. You can do that. As long as you're not out in the boonies, guys. Everywhere else, you know, medium-sized city or larger, you're good, okay? We have all the connections, everything that you ever need to do that with. Okay. Let's go into our main topic, how to get landlord to back to approve and give you their property. Literally hand you on a silver platter. No landlord will agree to sublease. That's a myth. Why? Here's the secret right here. You want to know why? 1, we will take care of their property like it's our own because it's our business. Secondly, we get professionally clean every few months, so we pay for it. Third, any repairs under $200 a month, we get fixed ourselves. We're not even gonna call them in the middle of the night. We basically manage the property for them for free. And then fourthly, our clients are not just vacationer who are gonna trash their place. They are professional. They have jobs. They don't want to lose their job. They have families. They have insurance. That's why they're here. Boom. Ask them this question: has any of the applicants offer you these things when they're trying to rent your house? No. Okay, unless they're one of my students. Okay. Right? Nobody will offer them these things, right? I mean, it's incredible, right? We're gonna be like more of their free manager, if you will. Why not, right? And we get it clean, we pay for it. If it's, you're gonna be the best and last tenant they will ever have. So it's not, the mindset is very big here. The mindset is they are not interviewing you, you're interviewing them, because you're offering way more value than any average tenant out there. And if they don't see that, it's their loss, not yours, you see? So you want to cherry pick who you go in bed with, right? Just like you in partnership, just like the landlord, you want to cherry pick those landlords, okay? And you want to tell them that up front, hey, I'm going to be the best if you walk away from this, it's your loss, right? I mean, I'd be very like, who will actually offer you cleaning every few months and pay for it? Who will actually offer you pay for any repairs under $200 a month? We're gonna do it. We'll pay for it. Now we're gonna call you, okay? I mean, who, right? Who gonna take care of your houses like it's our own because it's our business, right? Nobody else. Us. We are number one. I mean, once you really understand the mindset and abundance of opportunities out there, there's abundance out there. There's so many people that want to rent their houses, right? And then for our members only, we have the 7-figure script for corporate B&B business, right? This script will lay out all the secrets I learned in the last 15 years doing this, 20 years entrepreneurship, collective intelligence, right? To get this, book a call with us and see you qualify, and then go from there, okay? So the link is in the chat. You go from there, all right? The other thing is HOA won't agree to midterm rental. That's it. That could be true. However, there are many areas where HOA is a lot more lenient, right? And then some HOA usually allow for 30 days rental or more, and that's why it works. And then even if they don't, remember abundance mentality, not scarcity. There are so many properties for rent out there. You go on Zillow, you put in where you're at for rent, hundreds of properties, and there's new one every single day. Okay, so when you get that in your head and there's abundance and you are interviewing them, then why not, right? It's so easy after you understand that, right? Okay, myth: subleasing is illegal or against rental agreement. Okay, put in writing, so it's legal. Secondly, sublet clause in lease agreement has been around forever. It's called a master lease in the commercial world, okay? In residential, it's basically subleasing agreement. It's been around forever, okay? So it's legal in the US in almost every state, pretty much. The other myth: subleasing leads to property damage or loss of control. Why is this a myth? Because corporate clients are amazing clients. They're not like the vacation rental who are going to trash their place. They actually care about the property. They actually care about their job, right? And it's actually safer because we have triple insurance. Not only we have the platform insurance, traditional rental, they only have rental insurance. They have the owner insurance. That's it. For us, we have the platform insurance that we advertise on, and we have our own company insurance as well, right? So it's like double the amount of insurance. So it's actually safer for doing this. And then leases from the corporate clients or platform. So we do have control because we have the leases in place with the company, right? Okay. Other myth: book a free consultation call with us if you haven't already. Talk about that. The link is in the chat, or book a call in my link in my bio. Myth: it's impossible to find suitable properties for midterm rental. Look, go in Zillow right now, put in 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single family home in your area. Boom, look at that, hundreds of property. There's new one every single day, okay? So abundance, okay, abundance. And the best part is you can pick A+ property in A+ neighborhood. Let somebody else do all the renovation. Let somebody else save up all their money for 5 years to buy a property, take a year to renovate it, and then you roll in like a boss. You don't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in 5 years of your life. You literally just pay for first month rent, first month deposit, and then you make money on month one. How many want that strategy? Okay. Now, if you don't have money or you don't want to be on the hook for the lease, you can also do co-hosting or property management. Okay, that's like free money, pretty much. You basically leverage our knowledge, understanding, connection. You bring the corporate clients to them, connecting the dots, being the property manager, being the co-hoster. Boom, right? That is a topic for another class that we do teach on that, right? But you don't have a lot of money, that's another way that you can do it as well. You don't have to just do arbitrage. You can actually be co-hosting, partnering, or probably managing, whatever you want to call it, But with that, you don't have to put any money down, zero money down strategy. We give landlord security and peace of mind doing this, okay? All right, myth. Midterm rental arbitrage is too complex and risky, okay? It is complex if you don't know what you're doing, right? I'm not gonna say it's easy. When I first started out, it's very hard for me to find everything. It took me years, many years to fine tuning everything. But now we have the community of collectively intelligence of hundreds of members now that nationwide have been doing this for a very long time, hundreds of properties. We have the best practices, the best ways, the best connections. So it's pretty much easy once you got a hookup, basically, right? Just like anything, you got a hookup, it's gonna be easy. All right, so number one, less risky than buying a property, actually. When you buy a property, if you make the wrong decision, you know how long it takes for people to get out of that property? You either sell it at a big loss, right? Or you gotta wait for years for the market to come back to even sell it, right? And then you gotta put a bunch of money into the rehab as well. That's why a lot of people go through foreclosure and all of that. Well, for us, when you arbitrage subleasing the property, if it doesn't work out, hey, here's my deposit, here 1 month rent, peace. If you want to chase me, I mean, do you really want to meet in court, go to eviction for 6 months and trying to pay your mortgage? No, right? Nobody want to do that, okay? So the landlord only want, when it doesn't work out, guys, it's pretty simple. The risk, transparent upfront, just 1 month rent, 1 month deposit. Your furniture, you can move to another house, easy. Your reward is 10 times the risk. So this is a concept that took me $500,000 to learn in many, many years of my life from a billionaire. Pay attention, it's called asymmetrical risk to reward ratio. In any business, there's always risk, there's always reward. Nothing is 100% guaranteed. But when your reward is 5 times your risk, take the deal. Take the deal, you hear me? That's what the billionaire does. Why? Because you only need to be right 1 out of 5 times to break even. How many here can be right 1 out of 5 times? Right. With us, is 1 out of 10 that you only need to be right because the reward is 10 times the risk. Let me explain. Your risk here, 1 month rent, 1 month deposit, usually about maybe 5,000 to maximum 10,000. Your reward is 50,000 to 100,000 for the next 3 years that you're gonna have this property, for example, the one to work out. So that's 10 times the risk, you see? So you only need to be right 1 out of 10 times. Now you contrast that to a fix and flip or remodeling. You buy a house for 100K, you put another 100K in, now you at least 100K to 200K in to make 100K to 200K. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. 1-to-1 ratio, very risky because you need to be right 100% of the time. How many here know people how I'll be right 100% of the time? Nobody, right? That's why most fix and flip, I have students who've been fix and flip for 20 years, 30 years, lose all everything in 1 or 2 deals because you're risking way too much, right? The ratio is messed up. I hope you get that. What I gave you guys there is gem, actually gem, okay? If you really get that, then you will see this is a no-brainer, okay? So less cost to get started, less loss if it doesn't work out as well, okay? All right, next we got here. Corporate clients are difficult to attract and maintain. True if you do not have the resources and know what they need. Now, we have tested out hundreds of different resources, thousands if not, because we have hundreds of members doing this day in, day out. So we have the secret sources of dozens of these sources that are giving you corporate clients on a day-to-day basis. The clients are easier to satisfy the vacationer actually because the corporate clients, they actually just want to work, stay at home and sleep and then go to work again, right? You don't have to worry about them throwing parties, doing crazy stuff with drug and alcohol. That's why it's so much easier to satisfy, right? And they don't want to do anything to jeopardize their job, so they're not gonna, they're not gonna be mean to you because the company is paying. You get it? The insurance is paying. Okay. All right. So scaling a rental business without property ownership is impractical. That's a myth. Why? Because like we were mentioning, You know, you can scale about 8 times, 10 times faster. You can test the market with little risk, because scaling with ownership is impractical. Because how many people know, you know, your grandpa, grandma spend their entire life to buy a few houses, right? I mean, that's take forever. With here, you can rent 2 houses a month, and you can get 5, 10 houses within months. You get it? You get freedom. You get it? That's why you can test the market with very little risk with this model. So if you know anything about business, it's all about tests, right? Double down, test, double down, test, see what works, see what don't work, double down what works. That's it. Easy. Okay. Same thing with science, business science, similar. It's all a test. Why not? When you can test 10 different markets instead of one, why not? Right? If you have, let's say 100K right now, instead of go just buy one house, you can test 10 different markets. You can rent 10 houses and test 10 different markets. If one of them don't work out, you have 9 property make you 18,000 a month instead of 20,000 a month. Is that okay? Okay. Versus if you put 100K into one house, and the maximum you can make is 2K a month. Is that gonna change your life? No. Okay. Why do that? Well, you can have 10 houses and make you 20,000 a month, and you're done. Retire, travel around the world like I did, and like many of my students does, in our 30s, 20s, 40s. You don't have to do this when, you know, forever. Anyway, with the fast method, you can start and scale very fast. So we talk about, our main topic today was how to ask to sublease, right? Next week, we're gonna talk about setup to stand out, right? And then tap into the corporate clients after that, okay? We did touch on some of the location too. So any questions, probably in the chat, okay? Now is your time. Yes, any questions, any question at all. Don't be shy, okay? Single family, no, it doesn't have to be single family home, but that work the best, okay? If you have apartment, if you have 1 or 2 bedroom, that's fine as well, all right? Especially you're in a big city like LA or New York, you know, it's totally good, all right? Do you guys provide, do we provide the corporate client sources? Yes, we do. We have the resources. Will you be sharing ownership with you? No, we are a coaching company. It's like like kind of like college. We show you everything we have, but we are much better. We give you financial freedom, but what actually work, and it doesn't take you years, right? It's a mentorship. How do you find repeated corporate clients? We have the sources, the collective intelligence of hundreds of members that will give it to you. And then we coach you every single week. Every single week I'm on coaching calls with our students, right? And we go deep, okay? We go deep on every single questions. What kind of team do I need in order to manage this property if I have multiple houses in different states? Great question. The main team you need is 1 handyman and 1 maid in each of those states. Those are the 2 key members. If you can have 1 maid and 1 handyman, you can rock at least 10 houses in that state, okay? And we teach you how to do that, okay? We teach you how to do that. I have multiple properties in multiple states, and I travel around the world because we have a team to work on it for you, okay? 1 bedroom condo work for this? Yes, it would. It would work, yeah. Should the property fully furnished as an Airbnb? The properties, you're gonna find them as a vacant unit and then you can furnish them. Yes, you need to furnish them to make money, or have somebody else furnish it and then you just bring them to corporate clients. There's a lot of frustrated burnout vacation renter that don't know what they're doing, and with our knowledge, understanding, connections, you can bring them corporate clients and then you can split the profit. You just charge them a 20% revenue gross revenue as a manager. Investment to get started, yes. Cost of mentorship, that will, depending on the call. That's why we have book a one-on-one, depending on where you're at, what you're looking for. That's why we can customize more for you, right? So that's the free consultation call. It's like the consultation call is just to help you. That's why I give free gift for all my followers, right? And now if you are serious about our mentorship, then, and if I like you too, it's a two-way street. We don't just accept anybody as well. We want to protect our community, and we want to grow it as well. So it's also an interview for me to see, hey, if I like you, you're a good fit, what we align with our values and all of that, then I can possibly invite you to our mentorship, okay, to our community. So that's why we have that call. But the call is about you, to give you some free advice on where you're at. Yes, you can get access to all the prior training, #1 in the industry. We have hundreds of hours, over 500 hours of content now, maybe even 1,000 now. And, but more importantly, we drill down on what you need. And also every week, we have a very small group coaching call that I run by myself, that I coach my clients myself, because I'm passionate about this, because I'm very sick and tired of these coaches that are hired junior level coaches to rip people off. I mean, I got ripped off many times because they just hired junior coaches, and I don't want that, right? I am your coach. I am your mentor, because this is my passion. I'm truly care, and that's what separates me. That's why I won so many awards, because I truly care, and I actually coach all my students myself, right? Because that's the difference. Because I pay a lot of money, guys, in 6 figures sometimes, and they will hire these junior level coaches who've been doing this for 2-3 years, or doing whatever I want to do for 2-3 years. And I was like, I can teach that person what to do. But anyway. Cash, you need to start as an investment. So for each property, if you do arbitrage, you need 1 month rent, 1 month deposit, and furniture. Depending on where you are at in the country, that's where it's at. Here, maybe I can pull this up. Setting up an LLC, this kind of business, what kind of insurance do we need? Okay, so for the investment, remember, you're making like 100% return though, okay? Even if you invest some money to get you going, there's no other business where you can make like this kind of return, okay? Because you're making like $2,000-3,000 a month. So in 6 months, you make your money back. Your first year, you double your money. Now, if you are doing corporate clients, if you're doing co-hosting or property management, you don't even need any property. You don't even need any money down. You can do it with zero money, okay? And that's why I want to pull this up for you here. So I'm gonna do this quick for you guys. Okay, so this is zero money down strategy, okay, where you can basically manage somebody else's property and making amazing income, passive income. For the coaching in the past, and you can tell that they are okay. So yes, exactly. Thank you, Georgia. Appreciate that. Yep. Always ask for any coaching mentor. Is the guru, the founder, is the one who coaching you, or they hire somebody else to coach you? Okay. I learned the lesson the hard way, trust me. But anyway. Okay, so how to do co-hosting. It's all about connecting the dots, guys. Just like Steve Jobs said, right? Connecting the dots. That's the #1 thing. When you connect what we learn, what we know with the potential client, then the sky's the limit, right? When you can connect what we have, the relationship, the track record, all of that with the landlord, and it's a slam dunk every single time, right? So, sorry, my internet a little slow here. We can see this. See this? Okay, okay. So with co-hosting, let's say you rent a place for 3,000, you will sublease for 6,000. You usually make 20% of that. So you make at least about $1,000 a month, basically. You know, the landlord will approve that because you can help them make triple the cash flow. Because traditional landlord only making $300 a month. Now they're making $1,000, and you're making money. It's a win-win for everybody. We'll go into that more detail later, right? But the main point I want you to get is we are solving landlord issue. We are giving them the best value because we have, guess how many evictions we had for the last 10 years doing this with hundreds of properties, hundreds of members nationwide. If you got zero, you're right, okay? Isn't that crazy? Zero. So that's incredible. You don't have to deal with eviction. You have communities of hundreds of members, double, triple the profit as well, right? That's the big difference. Because the landlord, here's the pitch to the landlord. How would you like to double or triple your cash flow while I do all the work? I mean, who in here doesn't want that, right? At least open to a conversation, right? So that's what I'm talking about, okay? So if you're a realtor out there, by the way, you can have this as recurring income. I was a realtor before. And once I realized connecting the dot with this, I can sell them the property and manage it on the back end and making that passive income, right? If you don't have a recurring income, you don't have a job, you don't have a business, you have a job. Write that down. I learned it from my billionaire mentor, okay? What's the difference between arbitrage and co-hosting? That's another topic. I'm just gonna give you a preview on one of the topics that we do here, okay? Arbitrage or subleasing, you pay first month rent, first month deposit, plus furniture. Co-hosting, you don't have to do any of that, okay? You basically the connector, zero money down. You make less, okay, but you can do faster, okay? Arbitrage, you make about 2-3K a month per home in passive income. Co-hosting, you make about half of that, okay, about $1,000 a month on average, plus or minus, okay? Okay, the risk, like co-hosting, pretty much like no risk. There's no money involved. You know, you're not on hook for any rent as well. Okay, so depending on your personality, you know what you want to do. If you're low risk person, do co-hosting. If you are more high risk, high reward, do arbitrage. Okay, if you have a lot of money, do arbitrage. If you don't have a lot of money, do co-hosting. Simple. Okay. And then you can scale much faster with co-hosting, okay, as well. So here's the arbitrage financial freedom formula scaling past 6 months. If you do this for 12 months, you have about 20 something property, make you 40-50K a month. That's how much surgeon make that's went to school for 14 years. And they're still working 60 hours a week. Where remember, this is on a 4-hour work week. Literally 4-hour work week. If you do more than that after you set up the property, you're doing something wrong. Okay? You're doing something wrong if you're working more than 4 hours a week in this business. Give somebody else the job, guys. You don't have to do anything yourself. Pay somebody else really good. Take care of their family. They do everything for you. That's the secret. Take care of other people and they'll take care of you. Okay? Co-hosting financial freedom formula. With co-hosting, you can do faster. You can do 3 properties a month, right? You don't have to, you know, furnish yourself. You don't have to buy the property. I mean, buy the furniture and all of that. Even so, you can do it much faster. Okay, so why not do 3 a month? And in 12 months, you have 34K a month in passive income, right? Now, more important than the money is the security. Okay, how many in here think your job is a secure job? There's no job security anymore. Okay, how many here think your business is a secure business? Did you know that AI is gonna blow up 99% of the business out there? Okay, just do some research. You know, everything gonna change in the next 5-10 years. The only thing that AI cannot hack is what? Where you and I be sleeping tonight. Everybody need a place to sleep. You get it? That's AI cannot hack that. Tell me a way AI can hack that. Anybody? Okay? No, right? So that's why this is the most secure business that you can ever be in. And here's the thing. You have 30 sources of, like, okay, for you guys, think 10 houses as fast as you can. You have 10 different sources of income, maybe 20 different sources of income, as fast as you can. So that way you don't depending on just one income. When I was a pharmacist, I had like 6-figure income, but that's one source of income. You know, something happened to me, what happened to my income? What happened to my family, right? Let's be real. Is the company gonna take care of my family? No way, right? So that's always on my mind, right? Just like you, even if 50% of your income, if like you have a couple, 2 working couple, 2 job, 2 income, right? One of them 50%. If you lose your job, oh, I didn't mean the other finger, I'm sorry. But you know, that's 50%, you know, but that's 50% in income. So you're in a critical, really critical danger zone if you don't have more than 2 sources of income right now. Make sense, guys? So this is your chance. This is your, for me, it's divine internet connection. I believe in God. I believe this is divine connection. I don't believe in coincidences. That we are cross path, and of all of anywhere that you can be on, we are our path connected today. Okay. So do something about it. Okay. Get yourself financial secure for the rest of your life by focus on the next 3 months, 6 months, and like we help hundreds of people without any experience. I'm sure we can help you as well. Okay. So this is the financial feeler and formula. Okay. Book a free consultation call with us. There's a lot more that I want to talk to you, but depending on, you know, where you're at, what's your personality, where you want to go. That's why we have these individualized consultation. Okay. As well. Okay. So while that's flowing in, I'm gonna play one more quick testimonial. Is there any last question coming in here? And then, oh, drop the link in my testimonials for everyone here as well, so people can watch the testimonial themselves. I have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials. Okay. New coaches tend to do well with 90 days of starting. Is there anyone this is not for? That's a great question. I mean, it's not for some people who just wanna clock in, clock out, and live a life of quiet desperation. It's definitely not for those people. I feel like it's the Matrix. Okay, it's basically, I would love that movie, and it's so aligned with what I experience all the time. I offer to people red pill or blue pill all the time. You can take the blue pill, forget everything I said, and live a life of quiet desperation and always wondering what if. Or you can take the red pill, and I can show you how far this rabbit hole goes, right? I look like an AI generated person speaking. Oh, that's great. Thank you. I guess it's a compliment. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm like the only guru to actually like teach this class live, because I do really care. And it's not recorded, as you can see. I can see your comment and questions, and I actually show up to my one-on-one calls instead of a bunch of sales guys, right? So that's the difference, guys. It's showing that we care. Okay. All right. The link to my testimonial, my team. Come on. Come on, guys. Pop that link in so that people can watch it on their own time. BeyondBBSecrets.com/testimonial. There you go. Okay. And let me play this one more testimonial, and we'll record it tonight. Okay, one sec. My computer, come on, work with me. Internet, sorry. Sometimes the internet is not cooperating. Check this out. All right, it is now. Good. Okay, so, and then the last call, as I wrote this, is book a call, do something for your future. The number one thing I learned from my billionaire mentors, they always, I ask them all, what's the main difference between winner and loser? They all say there's a windows of opportunities. The winners know that that window is not going to last. Okay, so seize it when you can, right? And when you are in a moment of inspiration, take action right away. The first step is always the hardest, but it's always the most important. The first step here is to raise your hand and say, hey, I'm willing to help, need help. I want help. That's the first step. That's it. So there you go. I mean, it's a free call. If you don't do this, why are you here, right? If you don't do something for your future, why are you here? I mean, I'm not as entertainment as Netflix. A lot of great show out there you can watch for entertainment, you know? Go and watch them, right? For real, you know? But if you're here serious about your future, book a free call and we help you every step of the way, okay? All right, so let's roll this.
I want to introduce somebody very special, amazing, awesome student who's working 50 hours a week with 2 little kids. It's really blown my mind how working moms can also build a side business that within months able to make 6-figure income. Now she have 20 properties, 20 corporate housing, generating more than doctors make. And also travel. She travel, take vacation almost every single month.
Come on.
Having 21 properties.
Sorry guys, my internet is not cooperating well. Anyway, Coach Ann had 20 Ann had 20 something properties. Okay. And you can see here the link is in the chat for all of my students.
It wasn't that I'm taking vacation every month, but actually every week. I won't be able to do all that.
Sorry about that. Let's try one more time.
Do a side business that within months able to make 6-figure income. Now she have 20 properties, 20 corporate housing, generating more than doctors make. And also travel. She travel, take vacation almost every single month. I'm just so happy and grateful to have her here. Is Coach Ann.
Hi guys, I'm Ann. To be correct, I'm actually having 21 properties. It wasn't that I'm taking vacation every month, but actually every week. I won't be able to do all that, but I'm doing the corporate housings.
I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time on Instagram because for me, I'm thinking if I'm going to invest, I want to make sure that I invest wisely because I worked hard for my money, right? And so I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time. Our life has just been so much easier with corporate housing. With our one house for the last months, we've spent honestly the entire time 5 hours within these last 5 months. So an hour a month, guys, honestly.
What I like is the access. Having access to Dr. Chau, the coach. I got his phone number. I can call him for anything. You gotta make time or get on their schedule, but Dr. Chau is ready to answer my call if I need it. I haven't yet, but I have faith and know that he will pick up. So that's a big bonus. I tested him. When I say test him, I test his character, and that's what I like about Dr. Chau. He's a real guy. That's why I appreciate Dr. Chau and the program. So.
It has been a learning experience for us because it's a whole new business. We also come from corporate America, college and real estate. All of that was completely new for us. I had a hard time with making the phone calls, but you guys said, it's just important to just go for it and make the calls. And we did. We jumped on it, started making phone calls. And after that, it really only took 2 or 3 phone calls. We got our first property in September. We went to go meet the property owner, and he's like an investor. And when he met us right away, we introduced ourselves, met him in person, shook his hand, felt like we were family. He never did a background check on us, credit check, nothing. He signed the lease that night. Definitely a blessing. And then we had our house listed within 2 weeks after that. He actually referred us to an investor friend. So our second property that we got, they offered it to us. We listed it on a Wednesday, and by Friday we had 3 inquiries, and it's booked for 3 months now. This house that we got now, we rented for $1,895, I think. With the insurance, we're charging $4,200 per month.
We have faith in this program, and we're happy with the coaches. Been really great to us. We're excited to get our 3rd and 4th property by the end of the year, hopefully. Let's go.
Within the first month of joining the program, we had a baby. The next month, we onboarded 3 houses. What is your excuse? Let's get on board.
So last year, Kathy went to our event like this, just sitting in your seat. She had one property where she was struggling with short-term rental, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward, we're a year now. How many properties you have now? 6. On average, $2K a month for properties. You're making 6-figure income, man, in 1 year.
Right now, I have 3 properties.
Awesome. And how much you make average per property per month?
About 3 to 3.5 per property.
It's $3,000 to $3,500 per property. So, man, you're killing it. And those 3 properties making almost $10K a month.
I started my program last September. I started with nothing, had just enough money to get 1 house. Now I'm at 9 houses. I took 5 houses last October. My gross annual right now per month is about $65,000 a month.
This is one of the best masterminds I've been to. I've formed a lot of great relationships, partnerships, just from this one weekend. Better concepts of how to do this business, what to say, how to do it, who to do it with, who not to do it with.
Thank you, Dr. Chau.
Thank
you for this event. I felt truly at home. My heart is in peace. I trust. I felt understood. I felt careful from really all of you. And just, I think this is my community.
Okay, so let's...
I also want to just express gratitude to Dr. Chau, coaches, the team, putting on this live event.
Being here, and I don't take it lightly at all that you guys are here, right? So last thing, any last questions that I can do for you? Last questions. All right. Now just book a call with us, and I look forward to help you analyze your market from there as well. Okay. So as we enter anything, we're gonna put our hands in and count down from 10 to 1, and then we're gonna celebrate. Celebrate as if you already make your dreams your goal. What is your dream, your goal? What if your wildest dream can come true? Trust me, when I, as an immigrant with no English, come to America with nothing, you tell me that I retired when I was 33, retired my mom, my dad, travel around the world, learn from billionaires, literally play chess, hanging out with their home with billionaires, and being here with y'all amazing people and help hundreds of people get financial freedom, you'll be crazy, okay? If I can do it, why not you? Why not now? If I have helped hundreds of people that is way less than you in many ways, as far as their education, their background, teenager, truck driver, single mom, you name it, there's probably somebody else going through more stuff than you do right now that have done it. Why not you? Why not now? So I challenge you to stop procrastinating your future. I challenge you to take charge and seize the day. I challenge you to step out in faith one more time. I know a lot of people have been hurt in the past, and I know it's been rough, all of that. But hey, you can either make excuses or you can get freedom, okay? The average millionaire fell 7 to 10 times before they make their millions, okay? They just take one idea, one person, one persistent, being coachable, being open-minded, and I see you on the call. So let's count out with us, celebrate your ideal future, ideal freedom, as if nothing ever matters except you are making this happen for you, your family. Ready? All right, let's unmute ourselves and count out with me. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take off.
Yes. Super proud of you guys. See you guys on the call. Take care, guys. God bless. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. Freedom, baby. Freedom. That's what it's all about. Take care.